Good morning. It's Saturday. I think the Saturday morning cartoons are all over. It's time to join us at the playground now. You can only sit inside in front of that TV for a couple of hours in the morning. And then you need to go out and ride your bike and make mud pies and play at the playground. That was our rule. We used to have fun doing that too. The kids don't do that stuff anymore. So, I see one. Thank you for joining me. I've been sitting here talking to myself. I'm very good at entertaining myself. I learned that at a young age. Good morning, good morning. I see two. I see some numbers. It's been a crazy morning for me. I'm sitting here trying to unload it. Can you tell? Like, people. It's okay. It's all okay. I love people. I do. I really do. And I have to refocus myself. I'm refocusing myself this morning. I'm getting myself out of that little crazy ego mode. It's okay. It's all okay. There's a lot of worries, a lot of concerns. People hit me up in the first thing in the morning with stuff. My kids. Who's here? I see one. I'd like to see who it is. I see two. I don't see any comments yet. So either I'm not doing something right. Yeah, she can hear me. It's going to be a long day. Something's wrong with my ego this morning. It's sick. It's not well. It'll be all right. I'm going to spend some time out. Good morning, Hope. Good morning, Wendy. I see you. Thank you for popping in. Do you ever wake up in the morning and you start reading text messages and you're like, okay, the Rochester house, the air conditioning unit has died. That got my day started off well. So it's just one of those days. It just started off. And then I broke my glasses. Just a few minutes ago, the new glasses that I just got, I broke them already. And that just figures because I am not a good glasses mommy. I throw them around. I wear them on my shirt. I drop them all the time. I think I've slept on top of them. Sorry. I haven't had my tea yet. It'll bring me down. The great thing is that no matter how crazy life is, we can sit back and go, but it's so beautiful too. It's so beautiful. Life is so beautiful. I can hear the birds singing. Sun is shining. It is a gorgeous day here in the mountains. And I can drive right out back and I can be back in those woods hiding from everyone. I don't get a signal. They can't come after me for anything if I'm hiding out there in the woods. No more bringing worries onto mommy first thing in the morning. So that's what I think I'm going to have to do today is take good care of me. So I see 5. I only see 2 comments unless I'm just not scrolling up. I only see 2 comments. You may be commenting. It may be just the way Facebook is playing with me this morning, and that's okay. I titled it the A-Team today, and that came directly from a call from a Zoom room this morning already with Gerald Ann and Deirdre. And I have to go into that for a second. I was busy making my dog's homemade treats. Well, my dog needs to come stay with you a little bit. I don't make her any homemade treats. I do get her up for the first thing in the morning. She comes over and she plops her little head down and she's like, Mommy, let's go do something. So we go out and we stand barefoot in the grass for a little while. She always does. She's smarter than me. But I do every morning. She's got this way of forcing me to go out in the yard and stand barefoot and ground my energy before I do anything. So it's been good having this little doggy. 7 o'clock in the morning, I'm standing out there in my pajamas. Thank goodness there's not a lot of neighbors walking by. I can get out back there. People don't see me too much, but standing out there with my sleepy face on, walking that little dog, hoping that she hurries up and does her stuff so that we can go in and get breakfast. And then she gets breakfast, but it's only canned food and it's not homemade. It's good canned food, but I don't make it from scratch. Wendy, you're awesome to do that for your dogs. I might consider it. Send me some recipes. Maybe I'll make her some goodies. I've only had her here for, less than a week with me myself. She was with her girl for a while, so she's here. So I guess it's time to start spoiling her up good, just like Grandma would. So I'll make some cookies. You sprinkle on their kibble. It's a good idea. She does dry food. She does a little canned food in the morning. I spoil the cat that way too, and she's getting really fat. She is. Let's see what else is going on. So I named it the A-Team, and I'm waiting for more people to show up, and it may be a small group today, which is perfectly okay. I believe in divine timing. This recipe is in our group with photos. Okay, cool. As long as it's healthy. She's got a pretty strong stomach. My colleague that's up in New York, he can be super sensitive. He's even had seizures before because of a certain dog treat. So I have to be really careful with him. They give her stuff she probably shouldn't have, and since she's been with me, I don't let her have those things. They even gave her ham last week, or bacon or something. I'm like, no bacon for the doggy. Her belly hurt. She does a widow girl. Good. I'm sure it is healthy knowing you. All right, so the A-Team. That's where I started a few minutes ago, the A-Team. That's what I named it. I was walking away. I was on a Zoom room already this morning with Gerald Ann and Deirdre, and we are working on a project. A lot of you already know about the project. You're right. No bacon, no pork for dogs. It makes their bellies bleed. I say that all the time. My kids don't listen. Hi, Sharon Boyle. I'm waving at you. Just got on whilst doing things. I love to listen to you talk. So it's labeled the A-Team because I don't know about you guys, but I believe that Source, God, the universe, that we're being pulled into these tribes. Like we plan to be here for one another. And so, I don't know how many of you watch the A-Team. It's an old show. It's been put into a movie, but it's an old show, and I used to love it. If you're closer to my age, you might have watched it. It was such a good show. I can still hear the music. Hi, Charles Kuntz. I can still hear the music. It was such an exciting, the intro. And then these guys would go out, and they were all like, probably wanted by the law. But they did things their own way. They went out and they took care of problems. They took care of people in their own way. And they worked really well. And the leader of the gang would say, I love it when a plan comes together. Do you remember that, any of you? And so I feel like we're right in that right now. When I walked away this morning and I said, I had called them, like, I think Deirdre, I said the X-Men, but I don't think it's the X-Men so much. I've been stuck on the X-Men this morning, but I think it's more the A-Team. And when I said the A-Team, I felt that rush, the energy rush from Spirit say, yeah, it's the A-Team. We're like coming together to work for a common cause. And right now that common cause is definitely related to the unrest on the planet, to abolishing racism and inequality forever and ever and ever. We're ready to just get rid of that stuff. So we got a big project going on tonight. We'll be actually doing the comfy couch. We're going to do, Gerald Ann is on at 8 o'clock. Caleb, I hope Caleb's going to make it. Caleb has promised to be there. I will be there. Sharon Rio will be there. And Deirdre's going to be in the background working. And we are going to talk about current events, raise some discussion ideas, and then right after that, we're going to have a private Zoom for anyone that's interested in popping in to share their own ideas and their own feelings. It's a time of sharing. It's a time of, you get to say whatever it is that's on you, that's resting on your heart, and no one is going to judge, and no one is going to tell you any different. It's not a discussion. It's what's a good word for it? It's just a chance to open up and speak your heart, which is what we all need. So that's going on tonight, and it's going to be kind of crazy because what we are asking people to do is to let us know either early today or during the show that they're interested. You are interested, if you are, in coming onto the Zoom room, which will not be broadcasted live, will not even be recorded. The show will be broadcasted and recorded, and then after that, anyone who chooses to be in the Zoom room can feel free to say whatever they want to say, because we're all here just to support one another. We're all going to be the A-Team. We're just going to let you speak freely and maybe come up with some, we need to open the conversation. We need to, around the world, we need to open the conversation up about racism and give people a voice. So that's what it's all about. So anyway, anyone that's interested in that, if you don't have time or you can't be there, if you will share out the information as we put it out today. So, and if you have young people, tonight's a great time. Caleb is 22 years old. He's got, if any of you watched him on Forever After That, hi Faye, he has, it's on, Charles, it's on at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time tonight on Enlightened Living. We will be on. And then after that, so the show is about an hour long, and then it'll be a late one. But kids are late. They're like vampires. They like late stuff. So tonight at 9 o'clock, right around 9 or 9:30, we'll take about a half an hour to pull everybody in the Zoom room. By 9:30, we'll all be talking, and I expect that'll probably go for about an hour. So hopefully we're all still awake and alive by 9:30, by 10:30 at night. You'll probably see a different side of me if you come into the Zoom room. You'll see the side of me that's fallen asleep. But it'll be good. It'll be good. It'll be a really good conversation. So I hope that you guys will join us in that. And like I said, if you know young people that need to find a place to share their voice, this will be a good time to do it. Sharon is a counselor. My degree is in metaphysical counseling. Both Geraldine and I are reverends in different fields, or pretty much all the spiritual type metaphysical stuff. We have some experience in talking to young people and talking to people about things like that, and not even talking as much as just listening, being good ears. So it'll be a safe place. And that's all I got. That's the 18th for tonight. Too late. Yes, I know. That would be wicked for you, Wendy. We have it again. If you want to get in one of these Zoom rooms, we are doing it on a regular basis. Sharon is calling it the comfy couch because it's a place where you can just come and talk comfortably. And it will be tonight, and then it will be again, let's see, what are the dates? This coming Thursday, I'll have her on at 7 o'clock on, she's going to join Aaron Robertson at 7 for a little bit. And then we will have a comfy couch after that. That's Eastern Standard Time. And also we've got her coming up on Silent Mystics. And I think I wrote down the date that she's going to be on Silent Mystics. I think we had her at July, I think it's July 2nd, and I don't think we've changed that. Maybe she's going to be on with Deirdre. No, she's not. Wendy, you're on this Monday. You're going on Monday, and I think the following Monday will be Sharon. So I'll let you know for sure. But then when she's on at 3:30 in the afternoon our time, that's much easier for you guys in the UK to get to the room after. And I know that Terry's doing these too. So there's lots of opportunities. That's all I'm going to say. There's lots of opportunities if you want to get in on the discussion for the Zoom rooms. Just like send us a private message and I'll make sure that we figure it out. Thank you, Geraldine. I put them in. Can't watch the 8 p.m. Yes. You put them. I'll put them in. Thank you. Oh, okay. So if you say today, while you're on here, if you say today that you're interested in the Zoom room tonight, Geraldine will get your information. She'll get you in the Zoom room. So anybody that pops in, Becky Beckner, thank you for popping in. Thank you, Geraldine. I'm so glad you showed up. Silent Mystics, July 6th at 3:33 p.m. There will be another Zoom after that, Comfy Couch after that one. So it'll be about 4:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, Wendy. So if you're interested in that, that'll give you the opportunity to get into one. Forever After That, June 25th at 7 p.m. Thank you. My glasses are broken. I do have my old glasses. I can put them on. But I appreciate you doing that for me, Geraldine. So that's what I'm talking about with the A-Team, and it goes deeper than that. Because I woke up this morning, I picked up my phone, and there was like things going on. Like I said, the kids contacted me because up in Rochester, their air conditioning unit is making probably the transformers dead or something, and they got no AC. They don't live well without AC. I'd be just like, well, open up windows and put the fans in. It's New York, it can't be, it's probably not that hot, truly. And at night, it's cool. I barely use AC, but it's a big deal to them. So I got hit with that this morning. I got hit with some other kids' issues before I went to bed last night that are still weighing on me this morning. So realistically, I've got things going on. We have our humanity going on around us all the time. And yet we've got all this expansion going on. There's so much going on. Like, I feel like I'm morphing into something from the X-Men. The abilities, the way things are being heightened, it's crazy. And so it requires more time for me to sit on the floor and just be in stillness. And yesterday I just had to run away to the woods. But what I'm saying with the A team is that this morning I had so much going on, and Geraldine asked me to get on for a Zoom, and I'm like, oh, I'm so busy trying to get ready for this. And then when I made the time, I got in the room, my level of stress went boom. They didn't even have to do anything. Deirdre and Geraldine were just there talking, and I was sitting there feeling the energy, and I'm like, my gosh. Thank goodness I have an A-team. Thank goodness I got these people in my world that when I need somebody, even though they don't know that I need some help getting my little psyche to settle down and calm down, thank goodness these people are here. It's the same thing that happens every day. Wendy's got something big there. I'll get to it in just a second. Every day when I come into this group to do this show every day, there's times when I'm like, maybe I don't want to do this every single day anymore, and then I'm like, but it starts me off in such a beautiful way because this little group of mine, all of you, this little tribal gathering every morning, by coming and gathering with people that are aware and awake, we are all resonating with each other, and it brings me back into focus. It takes me out of that totally human side, and it brings me back into the awareness that I'm so much more and you are so much more. We're so much more than we think that we are. And so it brings me back to the proper way of seeing life. I'm able to come back into focus. I guess that's the best word for it. Trying to share this really quick to my wall. I'm sorry I'm distracted. I shouldn't do that when I'm... What is it with electronics? That we allow ourselves to get so distracted by them. I was thinking about that this morning. Alright, get on the old granny glasses. It helps. Share to your story. No, share public. That's what I can see it when I put on my glasses. It's incredible how that works. Okay, at least it's gone to my page. So let's see what you guys got going. Jasmine, hi. You guys have been busy. Doobie-doo. Oh, I can watch the 8 p.m. It's 1 a.m. here. Okay, Wendy. I'm so happy you popped in, Geraldine. You've been a big help. Let's see. Wendy, you're going back to work. I'm sorry about that. I know that you'd rather be home and have your freedom. Remember Facebook Live Stonehenge and Glastonbury. Ooh, that'll be awesome. Is today summer solstice? I was at, believe it or not, let's see, last year I was at Newgrange in Ireland. Isn't it Newgrange? That ancient structure that was built, and once a year on, is it summer solstice? I think is it the longest day of the year or the shortest day of the year? I almost think it's the shortest day of the year. Winter solstice, is that it? You can help me with that. I'll have to look it up. But once a year, the light shines in. The sun will shine in through a tiny little window that they put in. They built it that way. This ancient structure. And there's these beautiful swirl, one of my favorite symbols, the circle thing that goes in it, ancient. I don't know what that's called, spiral. But that was an interesting, truly interesting place to be. The energy of it, to go inside of that was like, so I'm feeling it today too, Wendy. I think today is summer solstice. Sharon Boyle, that's Sharon Boyle. Thank you. I keep saying Wendy. Sharon, send us some more information on that, would you please? Make sure you link it on Angelic River Family, because I definitely want to watch that. Sharon Boyle, that's solely for the UK. It's like, oh, okay. Now, see, when I put on my glasses, I understand what's going on. It's going on at 3 a.m. Jasmine wants to know what time it is, too. Sharon, post us some more information on that, because I would love to be a part of that. Geraldine says we're all each other's A-team. What a beautiful soul family we have all become. We are all blessed to have each other. That is so true. The A-team. I'm gonna post the intro to that later on. Remind me to do that if I forget, on the Angelic River Family, because it's so much fun. All I kept thinking, my favorite episode ever of the A-Team was trash bags. I want trash bags. that was a really crazy Murdoch was on there, and he was really crazy. He was in like a Looney Tune place, and he was screaming for trash bags. It was really funny. You have to be there. Let's see, Jasmine. It's around 10:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Okay. There is a post on Angelic Rubin. Well, thank you for you guys being on top of stuff. Tomorrow is summer solstice. Thank you, Cheryl-Ann. I'm getting it together. It's the longest day. Winter solstice is the shortest day, and I think it's winter solstice that New Grange gets the sun in. They all have a lottery because they can only fit a very small number of people into this ancient structure. It is completely pitch black, and there's no light at all unless they carry in a light. And there's no light ever. No natural light gets inside into the inner sanctum of this building. Structure. I don't even want to call it a building. Except for that one day a year. It's very cool that they figured that out. So people will get into this lottery to try to get into that space just to see the sun come in that one time a year. Makes me happy thinking about it. Let's see. Wendy, tag me in the post. Thank you. Thank you. Good morning, Terry Angel. Excuse me. I don't know why I drink tea. When I drink tea, when I'm doing this, it gets me all gummed up. I should be drinking water, but I want my tea. All right, so we're talking about the A-Team. We're talking about the comfy couch. Hopefully people want to be a part of that tonight. I can't wait. I'm really excited about that. It's that in-between time. I really am excited about opening the conversation, about being a part of this whole movement. So I hope some of you will join us. It's pretty exciting stuff. It's exciting to feel like we're actually able to do something, make some progress. And don't you feel like right now we're in the energy, we're truly in the energy of creating change on the planet, real change. I don't want to hear anymore out of politicians saying for change. I don't want to hear that nonsense anymore. Change comes from the people. The people in the White House, the people, no matter what country you're in, they can only do so much. They're all controlled by whatever agendas they've got, whatever agendas the Senate's got, whatever agendas all the other politicians have going, whatever. They're all controlled by that. We the people, we are numbers. We are huge. We are the ones that we can't constantly look to government to fix things anymore. Ever. We just have to stand up. We have to stand up. We have to use our voices. And our voices are just like the more we bring in, the stronger the voice, the more they're going to listen. So we have to stand up and say, this is what's right. This is what we believe in. And so I feel good. I feel good to be a part of it. Finally, we're not just sitting by the side and just waiting for somebody else to do the work. So there. They work for us, don't they? They work for us. We are the bosses of the politicians, and it's about time they learn that. So there. Anyway, how are you guys this morning? It's about 10 to 10. We got a few more minutes. We've been talking a lot about the comfy couch, about the A-Team, about being here for each other. I think it's important. Let me see. Terry did one yesterday. It was a great sharing, very emotional. Good. Yeah, good. It's good for people to get together and cry together and feel their emotions. That's how we heal, isn't it? We can't keep bottling it as human beings. As me personally, I can't say, oh, I'm hurt by this. And it might even be past life stuff. It can be, who knows? I'm hurt by this and I'm just going to keep shoving it down. I have to be like, wait a minute. Why am I getting triggered by this? What do I need to do differently? What do I need to face? Do I need to cry for a while? Do I need to owe up to something? Do I need to apologize to somebody? Do I need to, I don't know what. I don't know what I need to do, but I need to let it come up and stop shoving it down. And so does humanity, the collective consciousness. These things are coming up now in all this 3D stuff because it's time to bring it up to the surface so that it can have a chance to get into the sunlight and heal. And that means we feel our emotions together. We have to cry together. We have to stand strong together. We have to be willing to listen to each other. Truly. Let's listen. Let's listen to one another. Let's really hear. Let's feel That's why we're here. We're empaths. Can we feel what these other people are going through? Someone that's different than me, someone that looks different than me. Can I really feel? Because I haven't taken the time. I've had this conversation so many times, but I don't feel like I've fully taken the time to really understand where it is different for a black child to be walking down the street than a white child. I've never taken the time. I've always said, well, don't put yourself into situations where you're going to be in danger. Don't do things that make you look like you're causing trouble. Be careful what circles you... Well, of course I would tell my kids that. Of course. I teach them to respect police officers. I teach them to respect. I just want them to respect one another, each other, themselves. Respect is a big word for me. I believe that every child needs to be taught to respect, but there's also another side to this, in that no matter how much this little black child respects the teachers, the police officers, because of the color of their skin, they're a target. And that's not right. That's got to stop. We can't keep targeting each other just because we're different. That's got to stop. So it's time to stand up and say, okay, I'm going within my own self to see no mother should be afraid to let her child, no matter where they are on the planet. This is not the only thing that's going on, obviously. There are countries where children are in continual danger and hunger. So it's the beginning, isn't it? We got to start somewhere. Let's start standing up. Let's start trying to make a difference together. That's the A-Team. Dun, dun, dun. I love that show. And I love that we're a part of this together. I love that we're working together, that we are being brought together in teams so that we can make a difference. So it feels really good. I'm going to take a second and kind of center and ground my energy. For those of you that were here at the beginning, it's been kind of a crazy day for me. Started off really early, lots of kids after me for different things. And so I need to be with my team, you guys, and my spiritual team, and allow for that energy of everything is okay. Everything really is okay. We're going to stand up. We're going to make a difference. We're going to do what we came here to do. And on a personal level, everything is okay. It's always okay. We can make a difference, and we are. You're correct in that, Terry Angel. Charles says it would be a pleasure to join you tonight on the Zoom room. Okay. Gerald Ann, I know you're out there somewhere still. Charles wants to be a part of the Zoom room tonight, and I know you'll send him the link. Charles, you don't come into the link. I guess we need to discuss that. Don't come into the link until we tell you to come into the link. Well, actually, I guess you can come in, but we won't pull you in until after the show. So it'll be about between 9 and 9:30. But we'll be on at 8 o'clock, so come join us at 8 and listen to the discussion at 8 o'clock, and then we'll pull people in after the show. Okay, so I'm trying to get myself grounded, centered a little bit. I'm allowing for the angels. I'm allowing for my team, your team. Geraldine, Charles, or Geraldine has you, Charles. You're going to be in the Zoom with us tonight. So as you're sitting there, it's going on 10 o'clock. As you're sitting there, just kind of start to center yourselves. I've gotten you riled up a little bit. I think we got to get riled up. I think that sitting around and being all in love and light is a beautiful thing, but we got to see what's going on around us, and we got to do something sometimes too. So tonight we're going to start doing, see what we can do. So my little ego needs to go take a rest. My ego's very tired today. My inner child, how are you guys feeling? We haven't done this for a while. That's my reminder, thank you. The reminder is that our children, our little inner children, those little ones that are kind of squeaky and feeling, I am feeling, that's really true for me. I'm feeling a little bit maybe neglected. My child is feeling like I haven't given her enough time. She's like, hey, remember me? And it comes out in my emotions, in my reactions, in my reactivity to those around me. I can feel kind of reactive and lonely, and all these little things. Last night I was feeling really, really tired, kind of off. I took a nap. I was tired. I took a nap. I woke up. I was like a mean, grumpy bear. And I said, you know what? This has got to stop. I don't know where this is coming from. It's time to get it under control, this little grumpiness inside of me. So me and that little doggy went back. It's right behind my house. I don't know who saw pictures, but that's right back behind me on this motor trail. And man, how can you be grumpy? I went to the place where I left Steve's ashes. I just thought about that. Because when I go there, it was like I was walking around the house and I'm like, I gotta go there. It's like to be this close to that space. You have no idea the way that my heart responds when I go out into that space, under those trees. I don't fully understand it because I can feel him around me anytime, and yet when I go back to that space, at first I had the first couple of times I went back there after a couple of years, I was like, I can't even find it. There'd been a wildfire and I couldn't find where I had left his ashes because everything felt a little different. Man, one day I went back there and it was really quiet, and all of a sudden I just felt him. It was like I walked right into him, and it's like, oh, hello. And I did it again last night. I was like really needing to feel that deep love that he brings into the space, and I couldn't seem to find it. It was like I was just too buried under layers of worry or whatever. So I grabbed the little doggy and we went back there. And thank goodness all the people that were making a lot of noise cleared out just about the time I got there. There was tons of them. And I got out of the car and they all just like left. And I'm like, wow, that was cool. And I walked back into the woods where I left his ashes, and I could hear the water running. And the sun was starting to get into that golden hour. For those of you that know what that is, that starts to set and everything, it starts to hit things with this golden light. And so it was peeking through the trees. And I walked her back. Rue is she's three-legged, and she just runs and jumps like a little hiking dog. You know, like if you've seen a big dog, she will just, nothing stops her. Well, the rocks getting over the water and the mud was slowing her down a little. But she's only got 3 legs, so I had to help her a little. But mostly she did really well. She went right back to that place where I put Steve's ashes, and she was just like really into it. So she was quiet with me, and I was quiet, and I felt his energy, and it was so healing. And I don't even know I'm telling you that. It's just sometimes we really gotta slow down. We really gotta slow down. There is so much going on right now. The world is a very busy place, and I just sat here and told you about all the ways that you can be even busier. And yet, we have time. There is plenty of time to be still. Don't let the world make you so busy, because the more you allow it, if you're a yes person like me, the more everyone around you will say, well, I need you to do this, and I need you to do that, and I need you to do this. I need. And you're like, yes, okay. And then pretty soon you're like, what in the world? I haven't even taken any time for myself. So I'm having kind of a bathroom floor kind of day today, where I'm like, yes, little child, or ego, or soul, whichever part of me needs more attention. I'm going to spend some time. I've already made that clear to those around me that there will be some time, I don't know if it'll be an hour or what, where I'm going to sit down on the floor and I'm really, really going to feed my soul. So that's what we're going to do for the next half hour here. We're going to work to kind of feed our souls, because our souls need it right now. This is tough. We're in a very tough time, aren't we? There's a whole lot of energy going on the planet, and it's not coming to an end anytime soon. We know, we can watch the news. We know we've got more waves coming. We know we've got more things happening. It's a beautiful time to be alive, and it's a lot of work. And so let's see if we can't shake some of that weight off today. I can feel it on my shoulders. I feel like I'm carrying the weight of the world again. And the more I try to carry the weight of the world, the less I can carry. Because it's not up to me to carry it. It's not my job to carry all that. I don't need to carry other people's energy around with me. I'm going to let it go today. We're going to do a little clearing here in just a few minutes. Hi, Julie Kiss. Thank you for popping in. Geraldine is busy behind behind me working this morning. We're going to be kind of teaming up, a lot of us, because this is such a big thing for this comfy couch stuff. So she's working at it. So if you guys are like, I want to know more about it, I can see her answering you guys. And you can always private message either one of us if you got. And Deirdre is also on the job. Terry's doing it too. So if you, I don't know, I'm not going to give out Terry. Say Terry, private message Terry. Terry, that's up to you. But I think Deirdre and myself and Gerald Ann today, because we got the show later on tonight. If you feel like you want to be a part of that, you have any specific questions that we don't answer right here, right now, please contact us, private message, and we'll help you with answers, and we'll help you to get into the right Zoom, whether it's tonight or on another show, whatever it works for you, we'll help you. Because you don't have to just be tonight, okay? If you saw the other dates, she posted them a little while ago. July 2nd, the 25th, I think. Yeah, forever after that, this coming Thursday will be another night. So if you're interested in one of those nights too, let us know now and we'll go ahead and write you down so we can get you a Zoom link. Okay? Now back to the back to Spirit. Yes, I hear you. They're like, hello. Didn't you just say you weren't going to be so busy? I told you it's very easy to get distracted by the world, isn't it? So for just a few minutes as Gerald Ann tries to help you guys, I'm going to try to center our energy, all of us together. Okay? Let's all gather in a space together for a few minutes. I got this cute little room. It's got a few little chairs. I'll bring more in. As many as we need. Looks like we got 11 right now. So we'll just gather. We can all sit on mats on the floor. Whatever. Visualize a cute little room. It's windows all around. The birds are singing outside. The sun is shining. There's blue, blue skies. The trees are so green. There's been so much rain. And so everything is just beautiful and green. And there's the deepest green moss on all of the rocks. And right out behind us is mountains. We can see it. And the mountains look a little strange. It's interesting to look at them. Because there was a bad fire a few years ago. And yet, if you look closer, there's all kinds of new growth. So you can see these weird, dried up trees. It's really interesting to look at. It's a contrast. I love contrast. I've always loved contrast. The trees that have died and the new life coming up around them. And that's fitting for life, isn't it? Those that have died and then the new life that comes from that. We just keep recycling into something more and more beautiful. Hi, Steve. Sorry. I got distracted. Sometimes he brings such love into my space. It's like, okay, let me just sit in that for a minute. That was really sweet. So as you center and ground, as you pull your vibrations up out of the muck for just a little while, you will notice, that those loved ones are so close. They're not so far away. He's never far away. Your loved ones are never far away. They stay really close to us. There's no real separation. The only separation is what we believe. We believe we're separated from them. We believe they've gone a long ways away. We believe the angels are so far from us. We believe that God is up in the clouds somewhere. And God's just trying to say, no, right here. Right here. Point at your heart. We're all right here. You carry us with you everywhere you go. Your heart is so expansive. You have this beautiful, beautiful room inside of you that is so filled with love. So filled with those loved ones. They're all around you. And when you call on them, they just come. It's like this portal right here. They're just right there. So Archangel Michael is like, okay, here. You want me to come in and bring some protection? I'm here. Did you feel him? Whoever you want to call on. Whoever is here for our highest of good. And anyone that's not needs to leave the building. Those who are here for our highest of good, we're creating this beautiful, safe space. So in this safe space, you get to invite anyone that you choose. You can allow your Holy Spirit higher self, that part of you that's untouched by life. I love it when you guys enter the building like, I feel you already. You say, yes, yes. I want to know that part of me better. And so we're going to sit with them for a few minutes. Beautiful. All of our little light beings, big light beings, beautiful light beings, perfect. This golden light, you're just so, you shimmer. Effervescence. You like shimmery light. It's like you've got this beautiful essence that's like a flowing, I can't even describe it, but I can see you. So gather with me. Now we're no longer in my little room. I just noticed that everything's green. We're in a forest. It's a deep forest. And there are creatures, I can hear them, I can sense them, I can feel the fairies and the unicorns. Those magical creatures, they're there with us. They're bringing in their energy. They're circling us. I see unicorns, a perfect ring around us of white. Their coats are so shiny and beautiful. The moonlight is shining off of them. And they have their little horn. And they're here with us. They're circling us. And we're all in the center. Close your eyes for just a minute. Let's count down. And as we count down, take a little breath with each one. And as you're doing that, allow yourself to go deeper and deeper and deeper. Just in a state of somewhere between awake and asleep. It's perfect right there. That's where you'll see visions. So allow yourself to go a little deeper as we count. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, just rest there for a minute. Big breath. Let's draw in that healing prana energy. Go into that imagination. Can you see those unicorns circling around us? Their energy, their power, the love that radiates from them. And I would like you to go ahead and bring your child into the group, that inner child that needs some extra love today. And then lift them up on a unicorn. Let each one of them take a ride on that unicorn today. The unicorns are kneeling down. They're making their backs available for a ride. Just choose one and jump on. Beautiful. Oh, those little children are so happy right now. They're going to take a ride, so let's go. Take a ride through that forest. There's trails. If you don't like trails, you can go off on your own, any direction. That unicorn knows how to bring you back when you're ready. So let it just take you. Let go. Hold on to the mane and just let the wind blow in your hair. Give it a little nudge. It'll run for you. There's a wide open field right now. I can see all of the unicorns headed to that wide open field. It's very big. And it's a great place to play. So each one of you has something in your hands. It's like a net on a stick. Some of you know what that, I think it's cricket. And there's a ball. And you're throwing that ball from one to another while you're on the unicorn's back, and you're laughing and you're having fun. So we're going to let those little children have fun for a few minutes. We're going to go ahead and work on the physical self. Your higher selves are close by. They're keeping you safe. They're bringing in wisdom, energy from the higher realm. And I'd like you to relax your body, let your shoulders drop, let your hands lay at your sides comfortably. Lift them, turn them up into receiving mode on your lap. Turn them up so that you're ready to receive. And the crown is on your head. It's been given to you. Can you feel it? There's a little weight on my head right now. And I feel energy pouring down through the center of my head, right through that crown space. And whatever you're ready to let go of, we would ask the angels to sever and release anything that no longer serves us, anything that we're ready to let go of. And then bring in newness. Bring in that light energy. So it's down into the third eye. I feel a warmth going across my forehead. Lots of energy in the crown down into the third eye right now. It's like they're connecting the two. The energy is in both. And I'm still feeling that energy in my physical eyes, as if there's still some work to do to see the world through the eyes of love. Take a big breath into the heart space. There's weight on the heart right now. Let's lift that up. If you're holding on to something that hurts you, you can release right now. Let it go. Take a big breath. Excellent. Down into the throat is like a big crying. We're all going to cry together. Go ahead if you feel like you need to cry. It's down into the throat space right now. Sometimes we just gotta cry. There's been some awful things happen to us in the past. It's a lot of pain in the world of collective consciousness. So we're gonna let that go today in love. Feel it and heal it. And there's a thankfulness, a gratitude to you for being here at this time, for the work that you're doing. You are doing such a beautiful job just by being here, by raising the vibration with your very presence, by breathing and existing and living in this heavy, heavy planet. You are doing a magnificent job. And so they're giving you a big pat on the back. Stop judging yourself. They're like, you're doing such a beautiful job. Don't judge. Heart's filling up with love right now. They're just pouring it down in. Breathe it in. Very good. Big yawns, big yawns. That throat's getting a lot of work. Any cords, attachments, any of those soul contracts, we don't necessarily have to fulfill those anymore. You don't gotta. It's a new age. It's a new earth. The lessons are learned. Once humanity has learned all these lessons, we don't need to continue this cycle. The cycles are ending. They're coming to an end. So if you have soul contracts right now, any old karma that you're ready to release, envision yourself just picking up those contracts and ripping them up into a million pieces. And as you do that, the angels are coming along and they're sweeping them up. They're just taking them away. It's good to envision that. Actually do it. And they keep reminding me, and you too, that it's important for us to write down those things that we're ready to release, those things that we want to move into, what we want and what we don't want. Write it down. You can burn it. There's power in writing down what you're ready to release and just putting it into a fireplace or whatever it is that you got, safe space, and setting it on fire. You're setting it in stone. You're saying, yes, I'm done with this. I'm done with it. Envision yourself doing that. Set your intention on really letting go. I see ashes being blown away. It's like some of these contracts have been set on fire, and a beautiful breeze blew up, and it's just blowing them right away from you. Down into the belly, the solar plexus, clearing, cutting away those cords or attachments, letting go of any cords or attachments that are not our own today. I know that the habit is to pick up everybody else's stuff. You do not need to carry the world's problems. You are only a channel. You are only receiving this beautiful energy and then allowing that energy that's coming to you to go through you out into the world where it's needed. You're not giving away your own resources. Don't ever work from an empty well. Allow them to fill you first. So we're getting a filling right now. Your little energy bank is just like a battery. You're recharging. And there's more than enough to share. Filling up that extra well behind your heart, that place where all of this extra energy can be stored up and given out as needed. Not your own, it's extra. You get to be filled. You get to hold that love inside of you all the time without giving it away. Excellent. Nice lift of energy. Thank you for letting go. Thank you for your self-love, for realizing that you get to hold your own energy. You don't need to carry everyone else's. They're only working through you. You are a vessel. Down into the second, clearing away those old relationships, all of that old energy from past lives, from past relationships in this life. Anything that you are ready to release, let it go. Just let it go. You don't got to carry that anymore. Let go. You get to be just you right now. You don't got to be all those past lifetime personalities that you were. You don't got to carry that stuff with you. Let it go. Down into the root, feeling open. There's so much clearing energy pouring right on through the entire chakra system right now. They're just flushing you right out, cleansing. It's like a power sprayer, power washer, whatever those things are. They're like bzzz, blasting all that old energy away. And it's running down the legs, over your knees, bringing healing. As it goes down the legs, through the feet, through the chakra centers in the middle of your feet, down into the earth. And then the earth is returning this beautiful golden energy, clear, pure love. And as it comes back up into your feet, it goes into every cell of your body, lighting you up. You're just sparkling, lighting every little piece of you. Back up into your spine, up through every chakra, through every bone, through every muscle, through every organ, through every hair, follicle, everything, all of you. All of you is lighting up, bringing youthfulness, bringing freedom, freedom from fear, freedom from scarcity. Those things do not exist. They don't exist, except in the human consciousness. Let's let them go today. Let it go. And as it comes up through, wow, good lift, good, excellent clearing. It comes up through and it goes back up through your crown and it's shooting up. Oh, I feel tingly, all tingly in my third eye. Somebody's getting some real work in that third eye. I can't wait to hear your stories. Let's let that light energy shoot right up through the crown. And now, right now, envision those people that you want to have healing. Healing to the world, healing to society, healing to all of this lower vibrational energy, that it would flush it right away, that we would all wake up to the truth of who we are. That's what we're really here for. Let's wake each other up. Wake up call all the way around the earth. Wake up call, wakey, 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 time to wake up. You are not who you think you are. You're so much more. Wake up to who you really are. All the way around the earth. I feel it. Excellent. And now those little children, they're out riding those unicorns. They're getting kind of tired. They've been having so much fun, giggling and laughing. The angels are playing with them. They have had so much fun and they're feeling so much better. They feel like they've gotten the attention they needed. So we're going to call them back. So have your higher self go and get them off those little unicorns. Call them back in. Your higher selves have been hanging out there too. They're ready to grab those little children. They tickle them a little bit. Give them a big hug. Say, I'm glad you had so much fun. And then bring them both. Your higher self and that little child, bring them back into your heart center. Very carefully, very gently, coming back into that space that you've created. It's all nice and clear for them now. Time for a rest. Your Holy Spirit higher self is just beaming with light. And there's an alignment going on between your ego and your higher self right now. You're in such a high space. Your body is in such a high vibration that your ego comes in very carefully and just lines right up with you. Can you feel that alignment? Breathe in deeply. Just allow that sense of togetherness, connectedness in your body. How does that feel? That's your truth. That's who you are. All of that love, all that perfection, that's you. And take one more big breath. And then we're going to count back up as we come back into the room. It's 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, wiggle, wiggle, 3, 2, 1. Perfect. Perfect. When you're ready, if you're still having a good time in some other zone, feel free to stay there as long as you need to. For the rest of you, if you're ready to get on with your day, open up your eyes, wiggle around, feel your body again. Nice. Thank you guys for joining me in that, because it's always a good thing for me to be reminded to be reminded of my true self. I needed it today. Geraldine has been very busy. Thank you, Geraldine. You are so welcome. So welcome. It's not me. It's definitely spirit guided. They want you to have that clearing every day. And as long as they keep asking me to do this, I'll keep doing it. I feel good. I feel good. My little girl in me says, okay, it's time to play. Can you tell? My whole energy just shifted. She's like, okay, let's go play now. We've done the work. Wendy, I drifted deep again. I saw a line of trees in a forest. We were in the same space. They were so colorful. I saw a lady smiling who I don't recognize. Then it went quiet and the live was not on. I reloaded it. You were just supposed to go off into your own little world, Wendy. Really, I think sometimes you've got so much growth going on. You don't need me to do this. You just put on some. I've got one video that's called The Mystical Forest, I think. It's on YouTube that has just the right music for me to get to drift off into that musical forest space. And if you want, I will send it directly to you. Have a beautiful day, Terry Angel. Thank you for joining us. Take good care of yourselves today. I still see we've got 10. For all of you that joined me here today, I'm so grateful to you. All of this tribal energy, it's always we work together to create this. So thank you for joining me. Thank you to the angels, to our guides for being more aware, for us being, they're like, thank you for paying more attention to us. And at the same time, I'm grateful to them, to all the angels, archangels, to source energy, to Steve, to all the energy that's joined us here today. Thank you for bringing your teams in to join us. It's been a beautiful, beautiful day. So I greatly appreciate your presence here today, all of you. I'll see you again tomorrow at 9:30, God willing, and tonight at 8 o'clock on Rising Up with Geraldine. I hope you're ready to join us in that too. Take good care of yourselves today. Scarlet, you're so welcome. Charles, you're so welcome. Love to all. Love to you too, all of you. Take good care, and I will catch you soon. Bye now.